early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Fright Nights at Nightfall. So Big Daddy Joe in the comments suggested adding some creepy looking rats. I guess they're not really that creepy, but they're disgusting looking, I guess. Rats to the restaurant area. So let's see, where are our little animatronic friends? Maybe they're not here. Maybe they're under animatronics, huh? Let's see, crows. We have all different kinds of stuff there. We have, here we go, a rat group. Lovely. I think I'm going to use a rat group just because that looks maybe a little bit too creepy. Let's see what we can do about that, though. Oh my gosh. Yes, let's add rats all around the path. I wonder if people can actually walk through these. If they can, great. If not, then that might be a little bad, but we can move them around. And this place is absolutely dark, so having a rat around here might be a little bit much. Let's just turn this back to daytime so I can see where I'm placing this. All right, there we go. A rat right along the path, maybe right over here so it can be scurrying about, and maybe one all the way over here. So what do these rats look like, actually? Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Oh, that works. That works very well. Let's see, what are these doing? It looks like they're all scurrying together. And they're planning. I see. So people can actually step on them, and that's okay, I guess, since, well, now they can walk right through them if they need to. But nobody should be walking through them for now because we're not exactly using, well, anything beyond this. Oh my gosh, look at that. They're like, oh, what is that? There's some rats there. Yeah, they're rats. They're buddies. All right, so what I want to do in this episode is I actually want to clip these paths right now because we really don't need people walking this way. There's absolutely no reason that anybody should be walking this far out. So let's clip the paths just maybe right over here-ish and then somewhere over here-ish, and we'll just fix that up later on. Just because, well, most of this is just currently being built on. Right, so since I was talking about paths, I think I should probably go ahead and try to fix the path around here, make it so that it's actually long and like surrounding this, so that way we can get to this area here, because this area, as I said before, is where we are going to have our nice haunted mansion. No, this might look like a mansion, but this is not even close to what we're going to get when we actually get to the mansion part. So let's extend our paths out. Let's see, it's going to be just a thick path right here. And I want to bring it out maybe a little bit like that. I don't want it to be like a super, I don't know, a straight path. It just seems like it's going to be very bad. Like, not even fitting for this theme here if it's straight. So let's just do what we did before and grab this 5-length thing and, well, stretch out a path through here. I mean, we're probably going to have to go through the trees, but whatever. The trees can move. That's all that matters to me. So I really like these curving, winding paths. Now let's try to curve this way a little bit. And maybe we can connect somewhere up here. Oh, wait, we still have a lot of ways to go, don't we? We still have a little bit of ways to go up here, up the hill, if we can. It seems like the path is like, I don't think I can go up there. All right, fair enough. We tried. Although we could probably bring it over there. So, I mean, ooh. Okay, hold on. I saw that. I saw you, path. You're going, there, maybe there. And you can kind of go up the way here, and there we go. So we found our way up here eventually. I like that. Alright, so that's the way that one curves. Let's go ahead and curve this one up as well. I guess we could probably do a little bit of down curve first, because we are going to have to go through the pumpkin patch through here at some point. So let's just do something like this, and curve it up like this, and like that. And I really like curving paths like this. I don't know why, but it just seems so nice, and like, oh, you're going up a winding road? Sure. And I guess we could probably join this up like maybe over here, if possible. Oh, it is possible, but it just looks a little bit rough. I don't actually like this. I might want to go around. That's a thought. Let's go around instead, because that way we can have roads going from this way and then this way, and then we'll have maybe something connecting through the middle. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, because of course everything is still up in the air, you guys. Everything is up in the air, so things can change for sure. And what I place down, like all these forests, we might, like I said, I might actually just go back and like squeeze them all together, make a forest template, I guess, so that we can actually do that properly. And I mean, I will keep the trees that we have right now and work with just those, so that way I won't be wasting money, because we did spend a ton of money on these trees, and I don't want to let that go to waste. Right, so curving path. Let's go this way, and we're going to go curve down this way and back over this side, just like that. Alright, so here we go. We have our curving path going up the sides here. That seems like it's a little bit extra, but I mean, that's okay with me. And let's just curve it all the way up through here and the end. Alright, there we go. So that's our curving path. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. Alright, and as for over here, we seem to be a little bit too close for comfort. Here we go. We can do something like this. We could probably do that too, just like the other side, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to do something more like this. Bring it down a ways a little bit, maybe. Like this here, and then bring it back up. Aha. Works for me. Sure. All right. So, I mean, it's still going on the hill a little bit, but it's not as much as it was before. So I think I like that just like that. And I mean, you can tell that this one goes further out, but that's okay because this one still has a ways to go because we do have to lead ourselves into our haunted forest, especially since this is the direction in which the witch would take our children, right? At least I think that's what I said before. So I'm going to try to keep to that. Let's see. Let's try to get a path that looks kind of right here. Yeah, not like that. Maybe further out to here. Nope. Maybe further in. Maybe there. I don't know. I have a feeling I should probably just start deleting this so I can actually get a path straight through. So let's just do a little bit of deletion over here. Maybe that one as well. Aha, here we go. All right, so we can easily connect this to this path here with this then. And let's just go ahead and make ourselves a nice, slightly curvy pathway because, of course, we want to bring it back up this way. Although we will have roads that lead throughout the haunted woods in both directions because, of course, you know, we can get lost, and that's the point. All right, so, ooh, that's actually not the kind of path I wanted there. All right, there we go. I want to stretch it out just a little bit here, and we'll remove it later on. The reason for this is that I want to extend roads on both sides. So let's see. Let's do something like that just to get that going. All right, good. So extending roads on both sides. How are we going to do this? Maybe somewhere, like, in the middle-ish, which would be... I'm going to say around here. All right, that works for me. And we're, of course, going to go with a little bit of a curvy road just because I really like those. All right, so something like that. And I don't know where we're going to connect this, but I'm going to leave it as is for now. And we're going to connect this right across the way. That way, you know, you can... Two roads diverge in the creepy woods, basically. That's what I'm talking about here. All right, so let's see. We're going to go ahead and connect this right up in here. Make a little bit of a path this way and curving it, well, towards this direction. Because, of course, it's going to end up leading into the haunted mansion. Oh, yes. Or I can go up and over it, but that... I don't know how I feel about that. Since we do want them to maybe get lost in the wood. I don't know. I feel like just connecting it is probably fair enough, huh? Alright, fine. We can connect it maybe up into this. Ooh, that's a little bit funky looking. Alright, fine. That works. It's like right at the edge of the wood. They're like, oh my god, I made it. And then suddenly they're led up to the creepy mansion. Oh, yes. Oh, gosh, I love this too much. All right, so there we go. We have our first path over here. It's starting to look like we're making some kind of hiking trail or something like that. But I mean, that's kind of what it is, except it's a spooky hiking trail. So, I mean, I kind of like that a little bit better. As for this side over here, we will add a path to this way. But, of course, this one's not really meant to get you lost. So what we're going to do is we're eventually going to loop this one back around in a certain way. I'm not entirely sure just yet. I know I keep saying that, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, so let's, ooh, I don't really like that one. Let's try this again. There we go. Nice and nice. All right, so now we have to make sure that we connected this path up over here because maybe some people actually want to visit the haunted mansion. So let's see. We're going to do a path up from here, and we have to go this way. I guess we could do this. All right, so let's try to loop this down and loop it back up, and ta-da? Ta-da, I guess? Maybe? I don't know. This path is very, very short, but I think that this gives us an area where we can actually fit a ride. So, works for me. Totally works for me. All right, so back down over here, pardon moi, we're going to go back and take a path down through here that's going to maybe lead to the haunted cemetery. So, of course, we have to make paths further back here, but I am not even close to being done with the cemetery, so I mean, that's fine with me. All right, so path, right through the haunted woods, because of course we have to. If we leave the woods, it's not going to be good. All right, so something just like that maybe, and I'll connect the rest of it later on once I actually expand upon our haunted cemetery, because of course right now it's just a little plot right now that I've yet to work on. Because, well, reasons. All right, so, because I haven't had time, basically. I do want to finish this research, though, just to see what it is. I think I know what it is, because it says high seas, so, I mean, it's not really going to be the kind of ride that I want to add in here. I do, however, want to add the witch ride. I can't remember the name of it, but we do already have it, so I might go with that one for one of our corners. And over here, as you can see, we have quite a bit of space, so I'm thinking this might be a good opportunity for a roller coaster here. But, again, I'm not 100% sure on that one. We might just go for it pretty soon, though. We have the victory. Yeah, not really what I was looking for. Over here, smashing the atom. Also not what I'm looking for, so really the research must continue just so we can get the rides that we need. Currently just wrapping up a last bit of research, and I actually got to work a little bit on our cemetery. I added a path on the inside so we can actually walk around the graves, and I imagine that maybe this path is going to lead to rides and things like that in here, so hopefully that's going to work out well for us. I decided to use that natural path just because it works out blackout. Ooh, What? That sounds like or looked, I should say, more like a space ride, though. Gonna check what these are in just a second, because I'm just very, very curious about what the heck Blackout is. Because I don't think we've seen that. Well, at least I've never seen that one before, so this is gonna be interesting. Oh, Cheeky Cheeky is too expensive, huh? Guess keep thinking that everything is too expensive, so maybe they're just running out of money. I'm just gonna assume that's what it is. Alright, so over here we have the Overpower, which is fair enough, and we also have the Elixir Machine. Alright, so, I mean, we do have some more. Oh, I was like, was that the last family ride? No, we still have these guys over here. So I'm going to continue our research since we have so much money that we can actually spend it on doing research. Why not, right? So there we go. More research coming along. Right, so this path. I'm going to look at that in just a second. What was that ride? The Blackout, right? Blackout. This one right here. It is a very spacey ride. That's unfortunate, though. I was like hoping that we would get another creepy looking ride, but I guess not. I guess maybe the Magic Twirl is the one that we're going to go with in that little nook that we have. Especially, yeah, this one does look kind of creepy. I mean, they're what? Pig unicorn type things? I guess they're not really unicorns, but pig horses? I don't know. That's really weird. Right, onto the path. So, this path is going to go just alongside this other one. I'm going to have another one on this side. That way we can actually have paths along this way, but they don't exactly look like paths. However, we are going to have maybe lights of some sort right along this just to light things up. Or maybe we have something over here in scenery that could provide us some underground lighting, maybe. Let's see, what kinds of lights do we have here that are net spooky? Oh, we do have box lights that could be useful. We also have these lamppost lights. I kind of like those, but I don't think I want to use them. Maybe might have to go for the box lights somewhere underground, just like slightly underground, just to light up certain paths here, because I don't think I want to overuse the lampposts. If I overuse the lampposts, then, well, things are going to look very, very bright, and that's not the point of this park. So, that's definitely an idea that I have for this. I mean, looking at this right now, I think I want to move these guys and try to see how much, or how close I should say I should put these guys. So let's move these out of the way, because those are the ones I've yet to use, and bring these back in here. So we have our paths over there. People have to see this, but I don't exactly want to move it too close. Let's do something like there maybe. I think that's going to be fair enough. Some people can now walk around here if they need to, and, well, see whatever they need to see. All right, so research. What do we have here? We have the Coriolis? What is that? And we didn't get any other family rides, so that must have been the last one. Let's see, rides. Coriolis. The heck is this? I kind of like it. It looks kind of cool. Sure, I might go for this one at some point, but I think I want to use mostly the Magic Twirl. Just because like I said, it actually works. And maybe the Rocktopus. The Rocktopus isn't that creepy, but, I mean, it works for our purposes. Psychola is not really that family friendly, but I think it's also one of the ones that I want to use as well. Alright, so let's see. Absolutely Terrifying is the Screaminator, fair enough, and Twisting, Lifting, Twirling is going to be our Pathos 3. Alright, so more rides to continue researching. That way we can have almost everything we need to research at some point, and, well, that's going to be good for us, because that's going to help us actually build our whole park. And I suppose we can get to researching maybe the track rides, even though we're not going to use this one. Or we could always use this one as some kind of ghost train or something like that. But, I mean, is a Western train really to be considered a ghost train? I guess we could, just for our intents and purposes. Maybe make it like along a rickety path sort of thing, where we have different spooks jumping out of people. Like, let's see. Let's just go ahead and bring out our spook back. There we go. So we should have some animatronics in here like these guys. Bring in shadow people just like that. And they'll just drop down on people. I think that would be cool. Or just apparently... What the heck? It stops in the middle. That's okay. And then this one over here just like jumps straight out and hangs out there for a little bit. Okay. And this one just pops up. So I think that we could do that. Maybe this one would work well on a hill or behind a hill. That would be nice. We have a spooky clock animatronic. Oh, I guess... maybe that's kind of spooky. I don't know. And, of course, our spider bot. Ooh, a spider. Wait, what are these skeletons doing? Oh, my gosh, you guys. Hold on. Hold the phone. Yes, please, you guys. Look at this. This is so good. What is this one doing? It's like, hold on. I have to see these. It's asking for brains or something. I don't know. We could probably have it, like, doing something like this. And that's going to be kind of creepy. Oh, yes. Okay, what's this one doing? It's like flailing about. Not really that creepy. This one's definitely more creepy than the other one, although they still look very silly. I think I like this one the most because it looks like it's trying to crawl out. So let's try to get it something like A little bit higher. There, it still looks like it's digging down into the ground a little bit. So let's try bringing it higher, even though now it looks like it's floating, but whatever. So there. This is what it looks like slowed down. Oh, yes, it's definitely trying to crawl out. Oh, this is perfect. I love it. Uh-oh. We're having vandalism in the park. What is wrong with everybody now? People are apparently very, very unhappy. What? I'm sorry, what did they ruin? Exactly what? I guess somebody already fixed that? Huh. Wow, we have very, very good... Oh. Just 1 active vandalism, 2 acts of theft spotted, and did we actually chase those thieves? Oh man, we only ever caught 1. Dude, what is wrong with my security guards? We have a very, very tiny park and somehow they can't catch thieves. Ridiculous. Alright, so anyway, back to what we were doing over here, because, oh boy, was I getting a little bit maybe too excited for this. So yeah, now, there we go. We have a little bit of a skeleton there, actually trying to crawl out and get people. I think that's kind of cool, and... well, I can't wait to actually see that going here. Like, actually being used. I don't know if people are going to react to it, but I really hope they do just because, I don't know, I think that's just really cool. Alright, so let's get ourselves some more of these burial mounds over here. I keep clicking M, it's not, there we go. Alright, so I didn't really intend on working on this, but just because, you know, we have so many cool pieces here, I have to. I don't really intend on using another one of these for a little while along this row, and maybe on the next row I will put one. Let's see. Let's move one of these guys somewhere over further along the way here. Maybe somewhere over here, and we'll have another skeleton somewhere there. I just don't want to put them too close together. Otherwise, it looks way too done on purpose, I suppose. Although random, if you consider randomness, yes, they could be close together. So, whatever. Also, I like that we have this one here. That gravestone there for that one. Yeah, that's actually pretty perfect. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put some gravestones here. I know I still have some hanging out back here, so I will bring those in as well. Let's put this one maybe back here and bring this one all the way over to here. There we go. All right, so we are getting somewhat of a graveyard happening over here. It's really not even close to complete, but I mean, it's on the way. It's definitely on the way. So now we are going to bring our path a little bit further. Ooh, I think I went too far with this path, huh? Oh, no, I did not, actually. I went pretty far out with it. Let's just continue it on this way. That way I can actually make this where I want it to be, because I didn't want it to be that far away. I think that's a little bit too much. And, I mean, we can always have, like, paths maybe not along each of them. Like, I could have a row here of paths, and then, like, tombstones here, or graves here, and then another path. I could do that, but I think I actually want people to walk around these a lot more than that. Not exactly there, though. Let's try a little bit further to the back here. There we go, just like that. So something like that. So that means that this guy's going to have to move, but that's okay with me. And now we know exactly where we have to place this. We have to move this further to the back over here, and hopefully that works out. So, the reason why I'm doing so many paths is, again, because I want to make sure that people actually enjoy the scenery here. Because usually, our guests are complaining, oh my gosh, there's not enough scenery here, blah, blah, this park is boring. So we want to make sure that they don't think that at all, and they can see all of the animatronics and everything else that we have for them. And I also want to get some trees up in here, so that's why I'm leaving some space behind and in front, because I'm pretty sure that we can actually tuck in some kind of spooky-looking trees somewhere along the way back here. Let's see. Let's grab this one. Oh, yes, that works perfectly. So this has more than enough room for these trees. Is this the same one I'm using here? It is. I don't know why I keep grabbing this one, but it works. All right, it just works. And let's see, maybe a little one right over here, a little dried tree. Yeah, maybe not there, maybe here. Sure, and we could keep doing that, maybe line this with some more trees or something like that, just because I think it's going to work out pretty superbly well for us. Let's just bring this guy down to over here, I suppose, since, again, if you look at randomness, you have a better chance of having, like, 2 of these in the same row than having, like, 1 on each other row like that. So let's do this and duplicate that and bring this all the way over here. So these tombstones tell you that something was there, and that we have beautiful, wonderful skeletons popping out at some point. Right, so last little bit of research that we've been working on. Let's see how we go here. Runs on a loop. What do we have here? We have a helium ring. I mean, that does work. We could create a little level of hell somewhere. Oh, now I'm getting more ideas, you guys. I'm getting so many more ideas. All right, natural materials. I'm going to assume that that's some kind of wooden coaster. And then we're going to go, let's just start researching the rest of these restaurants because they've been sitting here for a while. And why not? Let's just get them because we might use them at some point. All right, so we're not making as much money as we were before, but that's okay. That makes some sense since, we're spending a ton of money on research, right? So what I wanted to work on this episode that I've not even gotten close to working on is our beautiful, wonderful pumpkin patch, or I guess parts of the pumpkin patch, since this is going to be a pretty big thing. So pumpkin patches. Usually it's just big fields with pumpkins scattered throughout, and I think I want to do kind of sort of that, except I want to add some trees. Maybe, do we have grass in it? Like any kinds of, maybe I could use bushes for grass. Let's see, we have wall climbers. Doesn't really work. I mean, no, it doesn't really work. That doesn't work at all either. We could try to use this for like lifting it up like that so it could be grass, but that's going to be a little bit too little, and I'm not fond of that. Wait, we could always use this. Okay, let me grab this one instead. Oh, we could always do that, but that seems a little bit weird. And rocks, maybe. All right, trees, maybe for sure. All right, bushes. Let's grab a bush here. And I think I could do just something like this just to make it look kind of, ooh. Yes, okay, I like that. And we could put the pumpkins around it. There we go. Hey, getting creative now. All right, so let's go ahead and find our pumpkins here because I'm not entirely sure where they are. And we have quite a few different sizes. There we go. We could always put some pumpkin heads around the path if we want to, but I don't think I want to. All right, so pumpkins. We have, oh boy, these are actually very small. We have pumpkin number 1. We have pumpkin number 2, pumpkin number 3, 4, and large pumpkin 1, large pumpkin 2. All right, so we have research. Let me just take a look at that right quick. Backbone of the West is, of course, going to be our Iron Horse train, and Mexcellente is Mexcellente, so I mean, that's not a surprise at all. We have a cleaner, brighter future. That would be the monorail, so I mean, let's get it anyway, just because I want to get to something else. And Monsieur Free, sure, let's do that. Right, so pumpkins. We can change the color of these if we want them to be like a different, okay, green pumpkins, maybe not, but I'm talking about like, brighter orange pumpkins, like maybe white pumpkins because there are white pumpkins. Maybe like this kind of, oh, maybe not that. There are green pumpkins, but like this kind of green. So we could definitely do pumpkins like that, but I don't think I want any green pumpkins just because of the grass. So let's try to go for something like this, a white-ish pumpkin, and put it something like, let's see. Obviously we don't need position snap, and align to surface, maybe not because I do want to move it around a little bit. Let's see if we can actually X and have it tilted a little bit, I guess. Maybe something like that. I don't know if I want it like that. But sure, let's go for that one, and let's try to move it in somewhere along the way here, just because. Don't want to sink it in too low, though, because, of course, then we can't really see it. So something just like that. Maybe that works. I don't know. And we do want some regular colored pumpkins. So, I mean, let's go ahead and add one of these guys somewhere along the way over here. And make sure, again, that it's not sunk in too deeply. So something like this is what it's going to be, our pumpkin patch. I think I want to look at the different kinds of bushes that we have, because this one might be a little bit too leafy for my liking. So let's see. Spooky. Oh man. I'm sorry. I have to actually keep checking on a research just because I want to get everything researched as fast as possible. Street Fox Coffee, maybe. Sure, let's go for that. And back to this. All right, scenery. This one, I mean, we could maybe go for something that's a little less greeny like that. It's not as much featheriness, I guess, or I should say leafiness. Whereas this one, you can see, yeah, it has a lot of leafiness. This, ooh, actually, this one works pretty well. Look at this one. So green bush, large one. This one I think is way too leafy. This one, ooh. Yeah, no, this one might work for like bigger purposes like that, but I don't really want to do that. And then we have this leafy bush right here, which, I mean, it's small and it works, but it's not like this at all. So let's try to move these pumpkins. Uh-oh. Can't move the pumpkin. All right, let's move the pumpkin now. All right, so pumpkin. I guess maybe it works with the bigger one a little bit better, huh? Because now that I'm looking at this, it's just like lame. It's a little bit lame. So yeah, I guess I might keep that one instead. All right, well, let's get rid of these two things, and let's take a look at what we have as our research. The Gnarler Coaster. All right, let's just research the cheaper things right now so we can actually get these done a little bit faster. What? Oh, just 500 per month. All right, fair enough. And we're about to be done with that one. So yeah, the pumpkins. What do you guys think about putting, you know, bushes underground and then putting the pumpkins around the bushes? I think that's kind of nice. I mean, that's some, like, I don't know, I feel like I've seen it done in some pumpkin patches, but it's probably not done often. But still, I kind of like this idea, and maybe, I don't know if I want to have paths through here. We might add paths through here. I really wish we had thinner paths, though, just because I would love to see people actually walking through here. Let's change this color to being a little bit of a paler pumpkin. There we go, and we can move this one, maybe, yeah, I guess think too many things about Sundial, so they can go, just be quiet. That's all I have to do. Just be quiet. All right, so there we go. Pumpkin there. This one can, I guess it can stay that color. Of course, we do want to add more paler pumpkins, and we could probably just continue, like, tilting our pumpkins. Let's go for, like, a nice paler orange, like maybe that. Like, maybe this one's sickly or something like that. I don't know. Ooh, that one's as bright as the sun, apparently. And I guess I can keep this a regular color for this one. Sure, actually, no. You know what? I want another white pumpkin, just because these do exist, and I've seen them a lot, actually, in grocery stores. So let's do something just like that. So pumpkin patches like that, of course, we will have more pumpkins in here. I want to focus maybe on the large ones, just because those are very... Wait. That is a monorail, right? But yeah, just because those pumpkins are actually more clear to see, basically. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Alright, so let's continue our research over here. We, of course, have just Memento, and that seems to be just about all the shops researched. So now all we have to research are coasters. So nice. We've been doing a pretty good job with researching. We're still making money somehow. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to accept it as it is. And ta-da! Alright, nice. Let's clear out all these notifications because we don't really need to see these. There we go. Alright, so pumpkin patches, right. Can I lower this any little bit more just to see if I can maybe do less grass? I don't know. Maybe this is going to work a little bit better. I'm just considering, like, how much grassiness do we want here? I don't know. Or we could just, like, have pumpkins scattered throughout. Maybe that's what we want to do. Maybe let's just get a lot of large pumpkins scattered throughout, and then we'll add our different bits here that we need here. Especially since all of this ground is not exactly dirt. So let's start changing it to dirt just to see what this looks like. We have mud, we have rock, we have sand. Uh-oh, we have grass. I messed up. Oh, geez. Okay, that was not exactly what I thought about when I said I wanted some dirt here. Let's make this a lot smaller. Didn't realize how big that was. Yeah, let's make it 100% intensity just because we want to cover this area. All right, so I mean, we could go for this grass. It looks pretty dirty, so that does make sense. Let's go for maybe a smaller area so we can maybe do it around the pumpkin a bit, just like that. But we will have to extend it out. The intensity is not vibing with me at all. So let's change this down to about 50 something. Bring this out to 25. Get rid of what we already have here and try this again. Hey, dirt, go away. There we go. And then I could probably try to focus it with the brush again later on. Yeah, I think that would work a little bit better. All right, so this is going to be our dirt, even though it's grass. You can kind of sort of tell it's grass, but hey, whatever, it works. All that matters to me is that it works. All right, so there we go. Something like that, and we don't need a path. All right, so I did grab our other bushes. I think I like this one the best, right? That's too small. Oh, this one works. This one works. Okay, there we go. So let's try to use that one instead because I like that this one isn't so widespread out and whatnot. So, big pumpkins. We're going to put them over here. Got to make sure that these pumpkins are, of course, different colors because, well, why not? Ooh, wait, are there yellow pumpkins? I don't know if I've ever seen a yellow pumpkin, but I'm going to go for, like, this yellowish here because it looks brown and maybe this pumpkin is, like, dying or something like that. But I like that color for sure. All right, so another big pumpkin. Let's just put it, like, somewhere in here. We could hide it within the grass just because... well, sometimes there are pumpkins there and you have to dig, right? All right, let's put some pumpkin, like something in here. Challenge complete. What? Oh, we caught pickpockets, excuse me. Sure, all right, I can dig it. And why did our park rating sink like hardcore? That's weird, but whatever. I'm going to delete this one just because, well, that one's been holding up some space that we could use for something else. And let's see, can we actually see this pumpkin? We can see that pumpkin in there, so that's not half bad. All right, let's do another one maybe right over here. We could probably have 5 pumpkins per batch here. So let's just move this guy right somewhere over here. And something like that, maybe. I don't know. This one's... this one might be floating a little bit. All right, so there we go. A little bit in the ground just to have it not floating. So maybe 5 pumpkins just like this? Maybe? I don't know. Again, what do you guys think? It really depends on what you guys think. So I guess I'm not going to actually do this right now. But, you know, we're coming up with ideas for now. Or we could just have, like, pumpkins strewn throughout, pass through here, and then... You're not a creepy bird. What are you doing here? Do you think you're trying... Are you trying to be a creepy pigeon right now? You're trying to be a creepy pigeon. Look at this thing. No. What are you trying to do? I guess if we fast forward, we can... Oh, well, bye. Okay, sure. Ugh, pigeons. Anyway, moving on here. So, as I said before, I want to do something with the woods to make it creepy. So, I think, like, you know, how we have the effect, the misty sort of, I don't know, effect on our cemetery. I think I want to do something similar with our wood. So, I want to grab, like, maybe a group of trees. Let's not actually have them colliding, though, because that would suck. And let's try to grab something that's a little bit different, like the marula tree, sure. And maybe that little tree right there will actually work with us as well. So let's grab this little tree here. And something like, man, I really don't like these dead trees, though. I mean, they work in certain situations, but I don't think they work very well here. But whatever. Let's grab one more tiny tree, a small tree. This one here? Sure. All right, let's grab this tree, and I need one more. Like maybe this one here. All right, so another ponderosa pine works for me. We need one more, actually. I know I keep saying one more, but I didn't realize how many trees we actually needed for this. All right, so something like this. If we go through here, ooh, we could probably use some more trees, actually. Yeah, this dead one is not at all working with me at all. So this one's going to be just added in randomly, I guess. And let's move I'm going to need one of you guys right up in here. There we go. Is this going to be enough, though, for our purposes here? Maybe. I could always try to move them together just in case. Let's actually try that. Scoot you in a little bit more in there. Scoot you in a little bit more. Do not try to climb on top of another tree. That's not how this works. All right, there we go. Scoot you in a little bit over here. And scoochy you in like this. All right, so this is starting to look a little bit more, I don't know, I guess I'm thinking Slender Man. Just because you remember like walking through the tree, if you play the game, you remember like walking through the trees, seeing different things, like trying to look for the notes. The trees aren't really separated, so something like this. And then we'll go for, let's see, our special effects. And we found that special effect where? Back to the Future energy. Oh, I didn't realize there were different things from different packs that we don't have. Interesting. Can we actually turn those off? Thank you. Okay, so we could go for lasers, colorable slime. We don't exactly have spiders. Oh, I'm going to go and put that on the building for sure, Ambiance, though. Is it under ambiance? Colorable mist. Ooh, we could have colorable mist. We could. Let's see. What is that like again? I think we could do this. I think we could go for this, and then we could change the color if we need to. All right, so colorable mist it is. Let's go ahead and grab the large one, just so that I can try to show you guys kind of what I have the idea of for these the woods here. So let's see. We're gonna do something like this guy here. I'm not going to. I guess we could probably align it, but I don't really want to, just because I don't want it to look kind of sort of similar to, well, every same block. I just don't want them to all look kind of. I want it to look unique, okay? That's what I'm trying to say here. So let's just add something here over here like that, and maybe one towards the back, even though this is technically not in, but you know what? It doesn't matter now, does it? All right, something like that, and ta-da. Hopefully this works. Is this what I had in mind? There's some, that was mine. Oh, it looks like I'm missing a little bit back here, so I could probably do one right over here, just to add a little bit of extra spooky effects. So yeah, something like this. And we could always color the mist, like maybe a red to make it look creepy, or orange, because that's definitely Halloween-y. And maybe we could, I mean, I like how tall the trees are. Maybe we can alternate the trees a little bit differently, so that way these won't look so weird, like these two are standing close to each other. We can maybe have like the taller ones on the outside-ish, and then one in the middle, and then put like these semi-tall trees next to those and try to make it look very dense. Even though I said I didn't really want a dense woods, I guess maybe dense is a little creepier than obviously not dense. So this is my idea for the woods for now. Of course, we will have some lights maybe attached to the trees. Like, let's see. Let's turn this to nighttime so you can actually see this. And ooh, look at how spooky that looks. Oh, yes. It feels so good to see that. All right, so let's go for our spooky pack here and get our light. Oh, our lighting is here? Nope, it's in the building one. Building lighting. Here we go. All right, so we don't want these because those are definitely not going to work for us. We could go for these. And, oh, yes, we can actually attach these to the trees. All right, so that works. Let's try to put one maybe like in here. And then maybe we'll have some every few trees so that most of this can actually be dark. Just because. We can have some on the outside, something like that. So you can actually see that, you know, there is a path along this. And we can also do, let's see. What kind of signs do we have available to us? Because I want to use maybe some kind of small sign that we can maybe make kind of creepy looking. I don't know. Okay, that one's a little bit too big. These are all pretty big, aren't they? Maybe this one. It is a little bit bright, but it might work for us. Let's see. So if we can make this color super dark. Ooh, yes. Maybe something like that. Ew, that font is just not working with me. Maybe it's just this also. Could probably go for like a deep red, and maybe not that one. Let's go for that and maybe line this out with some black. Yeah, for some reason this isn't as creepy as I thought. Never mind, maybe it's just the fonts. The fonts are actually not working for me at all. So we could go for maybe a different font, or we could just not do this at all because, of course, these These fonts are a big joke. This one looks like maybe it was made for like a castle type thing, but overall, these are not going to work for us. Well, that was an idea I had, and well, I tried, you guys. Ooh, look at that one. Maybe that one, but maybe not this message. Ooh, yes, we do have some good fonts here. Okay, so maybe not this sign, maybe not that message, but we could maybe find another sign that works here. Let's try to find miscellaneous signs here, because those are the ones that are going to work for us. Oh, we don't have very many signs. Maybe this one. It only wasn't so bright, though. Ugh. Let's try to make it super dark, maybe, and see if that'll work for us, because if the sign is dark and, well, nobody can actually see it, then that might be good. Alright, do something like that. Maybe our letters can be in, like, red to make it creepy, and say, like, hi. Hi, from death. Yes, that's exactly it. Alright, let's change this to maybe, like, a black as well, and then that looks, interesting. Interesting. Let's see, how big... Oh, we can't even fit... Can't fit that much here, you guys. Well, that was also a thought. So maybe no signs, but we will have, you know, things like that. I wish there was like a paint can that I could just use to like shoot some red paint on there to make it look a little bit weird, a little bit creepy, but I don't think there's anything quite like that here. I could keep looking, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find anything else. Oh, maybe we could just do like a little cube in here, tuck it into the wood somehow, and then make it look like it's sticking out a little bit for... Maybe a little bit of red. No, that's never going to work, is it? Well, it was a thought again, you guys. It was definitely a thought. Alright, so those are my ideas. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this going to work out well for us? I know that light is floating, but I'll make sure that these don't float anymore. We'll have like the creepy woods with the colorable mist. Maybe change the mist color to orange or red and have just a few lights throughout the woods. That way, people can actually find their way through there, but also it'll be a little bit dark so it can actually add to the spooky ambiance. Oh man, I am so excited to actually continue working on this. But today was mostly about making things so we can see just, well, what we're going to do next. And I mean, for this, we could probably go for, let's see, some scenery. Let's take a light out maybe and do a little bit of a, align to surface. Oh, I'm going to have to flip this one, aren't I? That's okay. Let's do something like this maybe. And buy that one. We're going to move this guy. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize I was actually buying a new one. All right, so this one's actually aligned to surface. My bad. Did not mean to do that. But we could probably have it something like, bring it up here. X, bring it up a little bit. And where the heck is, okay, there we go. So something like that. It's not really lighting this up, actually. Oh, this box light is not what I thought it was. All right, goodbye, box light. I guess you're not going to work for us here. So maybe instead we could go for a... Yes. Okay, we could probably dig one of these in. Of course, it adds a little bit of light compared to the box light, and we can maybe make this a little bit greener, or we could always just put a pumpkin on top of it, maybe, so we won't actually be able to see the light much. Let's see if we can actually do that, though. Something like that. Sure. We could probably do that just to hide the light, but to also make this look, well, a little bit more presentable. Alternatively, we could add lighting along the path, so that's definitely another thing that we could do. But we'll do all that, and hopefully a little bit more, in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of Planet Coaster, Fright Nights at Nightfall. If you enjoyed, hit that like button to show your support, and do subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.